I'm Anil Kumar, and here is solution to your test problem on limits. The first question is limit of 4 minus square root of 12 plus x divided by x minus 4 where x approaches 4. The next one is limit of x minus 27 where x approaches 27 cube root of x minus 3. So let's begin with the very first one. Whenever you see the radical part, rationalization is the key. So let's rationalize and simplify the given expressions. We are trying to find limit of this function as x approaches 4, and we have 4 minus square root of 12 plus x divided by x minus 4. Now if I substitute 4 here, 4 minus 4 is 0, so you get 0 in the denominator. If I substitute 4 here, 12 plus 4 is 16. Square root of 16 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0, right? So what you find is that is a case of 0 over 0, indeterminate form. So we need to rationalize to solve this. Rationalization means multiply and divide by the conjugate. We'll rationalize numerator. So we'll multiply and divide by 4 plus square root of 12 plus x divided by 4 plus square root of 12 plus x. I'll also provide you with links of similar kind to give you extra practice. Okay, so when we multiply, the numerator becomes 4 square, which is 16, minus square of the square root, that will give you 12 plus x. Write it in brackets. Those students who don't write it in brackets get negative results, right? Okay, and the denominator here is x minus 4 times 4 plus square root of 12 plus x. You don't have to expand the denominator. Now, when you open this bracket, what do you get? So you get limit x approaches 4. 16 minus 12 is 4. So you get 4 minus x, correct? 4 minus x divided by x minus 4. Right, so this is 4 minus x, and we have x minus 4 in the denominator. 4 plus square root 12 plus x, correct? Now you could cancel that with minus 1, right? So you could do this as limit x approaches 4, and here you get minus 1, so that goes minus 1 times, correct? So this one goes minus 1 times over all this, which is 4 plus square root of 12 plus x. Now we can substitute 4 and get the answer. So we get minus 1 over 4 plus square root of 12 plus 4. 12 plus 4 is 16. Square root of 16 is 4. So when you simplify this, you get here minus 1 over 8. Correct? So minus 1 over 8 is the solution for this particular question. Correct? So that is how you should get it. So this is minus 1 over 8. Now let's do the next one. Now this one you could do in two different ways. One is you can expand and simplify, and the other one is you can do substitution of variables. So let me show you how. Let's look into the factor x minus 27. Now that could be written as cube root of x whole cube minus 3 cube. Do you see that? Now I could write like this. Since I have written it like this, I could expand using a cube. I mean, this is cube, right? I can expand using a cube minus b cube. You remember the formula for a cube minus b cube? It is a minus b times a square plus ab plus b square. So a minus b, a will be cube root of x and b will be 3. So let us expand using this formula and think I've written x as cube root of x whole cube and 27 as 3 cube. Okay, both were wrong. Anyway, so let me rewrite this. So we'll write this expression as limit x approaches 27, and we'll write this as, let me rewrite now, cube root cube, right? So that is x minus 3 cube, which is 27, divided by cube root of x minus 3. So we'll just factor the numerator. So limit x approaches 27. So it is cube root of x minus 3 times square of this. That means cube root of x and its square, right? Plus product of these two. That means 3 times cube root of x plus square of the last term, which is 9. divided by cube root of x minus 3. Now as you can see, cube root of x minus 3, this factor cancels off, correct? So what we get here is equals to limit x approaches 27 and we have cube root of x whole square plus 3 times cube root of x plus 9. So at this stage you can substitute 27. So when you substitute 27, we get cube root of 27 whole square plus 3 times cube root of 27 plus 9, and that is to give you cube root of 27 is 3. Okay, so we get 3 square plus cube root is 3. 3 times 3 is again 3 square, and 9 is also 3 square. Let me write 3 square itself, right? So it is 3 times 9, 27. So what you get here is 27, which is your answer for the limit of this particular function. Now, as I began with, I wanted to share with you another solution, that is to use cube substitution of variable, correct? So we could have substituted the variable here. So in that case, let us say, so that's the method 2. You could say u equals to cube root of x, let us say, right? In that case, what is u cube? U cube will be equals to x. Is that okay? Now, if u cube is x, then the limits also will change when we say x is approaching 27. Now u cube, u will approach what, right? So x is u cube. So when x approaches 27, in that case, what will u approach? So what is cube root of u? So u will approach cube root of 27, right? Cube root of 27. That means u will approach 3. You get my point? So once you substitute u instead, then the question changes, and you could write the question now as limit u approaches 3 and x will be written as u cube minus 27 divided by u minus 3. You get the idea, right? And then you can again factor u using this a cube minus b cube. You'll get exactly same result. The advantage of this method is that at times you get confused working with the cube roots, so you don't have to work with cube roots. But anyway, both are kind of similar operations, so you can try with substitution method also. I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.